Actually came into work that morning and let my dispatch know that evacuation could happen. There are forest fires around to go, and I do have 3 kids and a fiance back home. I got the call around lunchtime that we were being evacuated. So I drove to the main gate, which there were 7 other trucks ahead of me. I gotta go get my family. Got in my pickup truck and started driving home.
Then I remember the police officer knocking on my door saying you have 30 minutes to get what you can and get out.
So I parked in the ditch and made my tracks up over the hill.
And I went out on the doorstep waiting for Glenn. And I just waited and I waited and I waited. And I could see everybody in my street was cleared out and I was the only one standing there.
When I looked to my left, the houses were all on fire and just engulfing flames. It was pretty intense and the smoke was really dense and heavy. And when I got to my house, my son and my fiance was standing on the doorstep with one bag. So I took a blanket and put it over my 3-year-old son. And under the blanket, I'd hear my son saying, "Dad, are we going to die?" And I looked at him and I said, "No, Dad ain't gonna let you die here today." And we also had 2 girls that were in school. And I made it down to the school, got my two girls. Like I did everything right. I got home safely from work, got my son, my fiance, and my 2 daughters in my arms right now. So then I just drove down behind Walmart actually and watched Abisan burn. Our house, everything was up there. So we went to the gas station and they never had no gas. And what am I going to do? So I ended up driving up to my branch, made it here, and Scott Fisher was here, and I asked him, he's gas, and he said, "Do what you got to do." He said, "There's gas out back." He said, "Just go back and fill up, just get safe," right? And then we made our tracks back to Newfoundland. Well, I never really thought about the Compassion Fund. I knew about it, but we don't ask for a lot of help from people. I mean, we're pretty quiet people. And I met up with Charlene, our HR down in Edmonton. She said, "You should apply for the Compassion Fund." I'm thinking, well, I guess I could use a lot of help. I mean, I got 3 kids and I never had insurance and didn't know where to go from here, really. I filled it out and I stared at it for a couple days before I sent it in. I made the decision to stay home with my family for a bit, and they understood completely. I mean, they were really good about it. A couple weeks later, I received our fund. They actually got me back to Fort McMurray. It got us a roof over our head again.
And when Glenn brought up about the United Rentals Compassion Fund, I was like, no, we can't do it. Like, we're not one to ever ask for help. But we are truly blown away and grateful that we did, because it did help us come back here and to start over, and the price of rent and stuff here, it got us a place, and which was the biggest thing for us. So it was like, we'll never be grateful enough. But it was amazing what you guys done.
This fire happened so quickly, it caught everybody off guard. We made sure everybody had fuel and water. And we don't have a lot of gasoline here, but we filled up a number of trucks, and we had families with their children and wives coming into the region office, and the United Compassion Fund immediately transferred money. They needed everything from toiletries to clothing to diapers to baby formula. It was a surreal night driving out of the fire, but the next 3 days at our region office were very different. With all the families coming in. We're a large company, but we have a big heart and we're very compassionate. We were critical in helping the fire suppression with our pumping division. We had employees and a full team up at one of our on-sites, Horizon, that never shut down, and worked closely with the authorities to help fight the fires. We never asked permission to give 60,000 liters of fuel away. Buying water, cases of water, pallets of water to bring up to hand out, and it's great to work for a company that you do the right thing, and you know that people will say thank you for it and never question your decision. The United Compassion Fund was there when our employees needed it, and I want to make sure our employees are contributing so that we can help others.